Listen to me. If you plan on ever buying a home, do not, I repeat, do not ever get a home with an HOA. I am currently getting sued by my HOA. If you don't know what an HOA is, it's a homeowners association. So when you buy a home, like in a community or whatever, they're the people who take care of things within the neighborhood. If there's amenity, trash sometimes, lawn services and that type of thing.
See guys, we haven't talked about HOAs and what's happening in Florida, what's happening in general with HOAs in a long time. So I thought I would revisit the subject and it's not good, guys. As the economy goes down, HOAs are trying to squeeze as much money out of you guys because things are getting more expensive. We've talked about this over and over and over again, how HOAs are going to continue to ask for money. These special assessments that are happening all over the nation, not just in Florida, but in other parts too, where they come and ask you for $10,000.
What?
Oh, guess what? You have to pay that in 3 days.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, guess what? If you don't pay that by the end of the month, we're going to foreclose on you. What? I haven't missed a payment on my mortgage. But we control everything. I thought you said you only control the outside of the building. That's what we're foreclosing on. It just so happens you're in the inside of the building. That's what HOAs are. Sounds like the mafia, right?
I bang with the gang that don't need no intro. We run from.
We're going to talk about it. I promise you, you need to watch this video. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. We're almost to 100,000. I want to thank everybody, but we're almost there. And also too, I have a newsletter. How can you guys beat a free newsletter? A free newsletter, it doesn't cost you anything. Go ahead and join. You will get tons of value. Also, if you need any type of financing that deals with commercial properties or investment properties, I am your guy. You know, there's some deals coming here, you know. That information is in the description and the pinned comment, guys. Let's jump right into it because unfortunately, some people had to find out that these HOAs aren't loyal.
First purchased my home like 5 years ago now. When I first got my home, my HOA started at $200, which was, that's about average. It made sense. My community is very it's real basic, okay? There's no gym, there's no security, there's no gate. They do have a pool, but it's like a community pool. It's not one of those cute, nice pools. It's very I don't even want to swim in it. I have not swam in the pool since I've been there. It's rough, okay? Since then, my HOA rate has gone up to $450 per month. Nothing has changed since the $200 per month. It's just gone up. Apparently, they're just allowed to do that with no rhyme or reason. I don't know, inflation, aliens, they can say whatever they want, but the price can just go up and you really have no say. Earlier this year, my HOA decided that they need to waterproof the crawl space under the units. This cost us homeowners an additional $500 per month for 7 months. So the $450 plus $500 plus my mortgage.
See, unfortunately, everyone can't see my videos, but hopefully if you were in this situation or you knew someone who was going through this situation dealing with HOAs and how corrupt and how mafia-like they are, that you sent them my videos because unfortunately, there's a lot of people out here that do not understand that HOAs will suck the life out of home ownership. Let me say that again. HOAs will suck the life out of home ownership.
I hate you. You always ruin everything.
Remember when I was doing videos telling people, be careful, these HOAs, the fees are going to get so high, it's going to equal the mortgage. And I remember looking at the comments and people said, Orlando, you're being ridiculous. I don't know why you're telling people that the fees are going to equal what the mortgage is. That's just not going to happen. And I said, we'll see. We'll see. And then what do we see this young lady saying?
So the $450 plus $500 plus my mortgage.
This is what I was trying to prevent. This is what I was trying to prepare you for. Remember when I said, I know people are telling you to buy a house today? They're telling you to go buy that condo. They're telling you you're going to miss out on the best opportunity to buy a home, to buy a condo. They told you the inventory was going to be non-existent. It was going to be scarcity. They told you the pandemic time where everybody was overbidding. You need to get in where you fit in. That's what they said. These realtors 3 years ago tried to push individuals into home buying, paying over prices. Now, let me ask you this. You guys been watching me for 2-3 years. Where are those real estate agents? Working DoorDash? Oh, he's a construction worker now. Dental assistant. Oh, he works at Walmart. He's a door greeter. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Make sure that if you're getting information for someone, that they're in the industry. And I'm not talking about an employee in the industry like a realtor where you can do it as a side hustle. And both of you guys are learning on the job. You're a first-time home buyer. This is his first time being a realtor. Matter of fact, he hasn't closed a deal. He hasn't closed on a house in 3, 4, 5 years. He or she may have never closed on a house, but you're gonna be the first. You're the guinea pig. So when you ask your realtors, hey, what's going on with these HOAs? Like, can you give me some information? And then the realtor says, I don't know. Let me get back to you. He doesn't know either. Matter of fact, he didn't even know, he's never even heard the words HOA.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
I have all my stuff on auto pay because I ain't trying to remember like where my money gotta go. I'm gonna forget. So when the rate changed, my auto pay just stayed, what I had it set at. So I missed the first couple payments. Then I peeped what was going on, and I reached out to my HOA like, yo, I ain't got $950 per month just for my HOA. Like, I ain't got it. I don't have it. And that's crazy. So what do they decide to do? They decide to hire lawyers to basically force me to give them money I don't have. On top of the $950, which I think over the course of like 7 months had totaled up to like $3,500 total. So now on top of that, they're now also charging me for their lawyer fees for the lawyers they hired to sue me. Make it make sense. How, where, in what world does that make sense? Now I owe my HOA $10,000 and I'm just like, hello? I'm trying to negotiate with these people like, yo, I don't have that. Can we just settle for like the actual amount of like the f***ing crawl space or whatever? Like, I'll figure out that money and just and they're like, no, you need to pay our lawyer fees too. Okay, well, I ain't got, like, I literally don't have it. What you want me to do? I live in Atlanta, so I don't know if it's different in other states, but here, baby, in Atlanta, they got free reign. They could just out of nowhere raise your HOA to $950 per month. That's literally another mortgage. Why would you do that?
She's in Atlanta, the land of luxury apartments. Oh, Atlanta, man. Sometimes, a lot of times when I do these videos, a lot of them, they be in Atlanta. It's not a real place. It really isn't. Like, I literally see the financial decisions and I be scratching my head. A lot of things don't make sense, right? Financial sense. But see, I think that's probably the charm of Atlanta, right?
Straight into bankruptcy.
Let's forget about all of them making financial decisions long term. Who cares about that? We need to worry about the vibe today. DoorDash today? Worry about how to eat later. Forget about that.
I don't worry about anything anymore.
But back up to what she was saying. She was saying, how is this possible? Again, I've had this conversation over and over again, is that HOAs have the ability, based on this stack of this rule book that they all have, that says, I own everything even though you own it. Imagine that. You took out the mortgage. You had to get under it. You have to make the payments. You have to pay them, and yet they own your property. They can tell you, you painted your house blue. We have a rule. It says underneath here, every house has to be gray. Your kid dropped his bike on the side of the yard. That's a penalty. You guess what? We only said you can have 3 rose bushes in front of your house. That's HOAs. And then to tell you said rules, they increase and increase and increase price.
It's an evil world we live in.
$200 to $950 is crazy work. But it's the fingerprint of HOAs. HOAs, this is nothing. You think $200 to $950 is a lot of money? It is, but in HOA history, that's nothing. That's nothing. You can go to Florida and they're charging $250,000. No, I'm not making that up. I've done videos on it, guys, where I've shown you. The HOAs are asking, we need $250,000 from you or we're foreclosing. We will buy back the home. We will buy back the condo. We will buy back your home. And guess what? You will have to pay the shortfall. Then they will sell your home, your condo, whatever it may be, townhome. They will sell it to a developer, get a kickback, and you have to pay the difference. Now, I know what you're saying, Orlando, this is ridiculous. Is it really getting that bad? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because I've done videos before where I've said, this is not right. The seniors, they have fixed income. You can't, it's going to set off something that people will get angry about. After getting special assessments of $100,000 to $250,000, up to $500,000, saying that if you don't pay this, you are getting kicked out, to having insurance premiums rise. Some of you guys used ARMs and stuff like that. And then on top of that, we have what's going on in the economy. Everything's going up higher. A lot of the homeowners are getting fed up. And these HOA meetings now, it's the WWE there now. You don't believe me? Let's take a look.
HOA meeting in South Miami-Dade left residents furious this week after they were told their fees would significantly increase.
They say the rate hike comes on the heels of numerous other issues in the community.
They call the cops.
A homeowners association meeting at the Mandarin Lakes neighborhood in Naranja Lakes goes off the rails. The Tuesday night meeting was cut short after residents say the cops were called by the HOA.
It's ridiculous. Nobody got violent. We're simply talking.
Furious community members say the meeting escalated when the HOA board told residents their monthly fee would increase to $350 a month.
The issue is that the HOA fee is going up for the second time in 1 year.
Resident Zoe Sosa says one of the things that doesn't make sense is how residents are still paying auto insurance for the security cars that canvass the community when security is now riding around in golf carts.
We haven't seen any refund from the previous budget showing what happened with the cars.
Residents say there's broken amenities, cars getting constantly towed, and violent crimes happening in the neighborhood.
They tell me, basically go away. This is how it is. If you don't like it, move out.
What does that sound like? It sounds like the HOA is being run by the Gambino family.
Rip shows, dip foes and pimp hoes while the end don't blow. You know that West Coast.
It sounds like someone telling you, hey, if you don't like the way it is, then you can leave. But I own a house here. We own it. We own it now.
Bye. See you when I see you. Goodbye.
See, this is what HOAs can do. You heard the lady. She said, I am sick and tired of this. The problem is not only are they patrolling, taking cars, but when you break down the budget, they're still making auto loan payments when no one is driving the cars.
What do? You get another brilliant idea.
See, HOAs love to send you tons of paperwork because they know most people won't read it. Most people won't go through line per line and go, this is what you spent. Wow, you spent $1 million on lawn care. That doesn't add up. There's only 40, 50 houses in this subdivision. $1 million? They don't expect you to read that. But here's the thing. Most people won't read it. And here's the reason why. Because people have lives. Because people already have enough stuff on their plate to now look at line items from an HOA. So when you send all of your homeowners in the HOA a letter that says, yes, we need more money, people are scratching their heads and like, for what? For what? What do you need more money for? We just gave you $500,000 and now you're asking for more. So when things like that happen, this is the reason why you get town hall meetings where seniors are like, we have had enough. This is in Florida. And I tried to forewarn everybody that these guys were gonna get out of hand. And now it's at the point to where people are just saying, take back the property. I'm not gonna pay you $250,000 and I have a $600,000, $700,000 mortgage on here. And the price is going down because there's tons of inventory on the property. You can have it back. That's what's happening.
Do you believe me yet?
Hey, Mr. HOA, if you're gonna send the unit owners a letter saying that we owe $6,000 to $10,000 for an insurance premium increase, depending on which unit we're in, that's due in less than 3 months. The least that you could do is send prepaid postage on the return envelopes, you crooked ass mother.
Is this enough of a receipt for you to let you know that it's real out here? A lot of times people are like, Orlando, no one's asking for that type of money. And you see these examples of individuals telling you, they're telling you, the lady in the first beginning said, please don't buy from an HOH. And then people will come on here and say, I didn't think it was real. I didn't think that the HOA had that much power. I didn't think that they could do all of these things. How is it legal that they could ask for this much money and then kick me out and put a lien on my property? Let's have a conversation. Did you know that HOA powers extend further than that? I mean, it's pretty bad when HOAs can take your home away from you. That's bad, right? We already know that. But did you know they can turn off your utilities?
Wait, what?
Yes, they can turn off the utilities. Your water, they can say, turn off.
What?
Yes. You don't believe me? You know I'm gonna show you, right? Come on, let's see the power of HOAs.
My baby just projectile vomited, barfed all over me. It's all over her too. I go to turn on the sink and our water is off. This is something that our HOA does very often. They turn off our water. They don't send me an email. It's an emergency of some kind, but they do it literally almost weekly. And there's no notice. And now I'm sitting in baby vomit and I can't clean myself. Number 800,000 why I hate HOAs.
Yes. So you see here, it was, in a sense, she was talking about an emergency. But what if you don't make your payments? What if you got fines? This is all within the HOA's power. This is what I'm talking about. This is the reason why it's so important for individuals to read, to understand exactly what HOAs, what power they have. When you buy a house, you need to understand, do they own this? Do they own that? Do they own the outside? Can I do this? Can I do that? You need to review it. And to be honest with you guys, to be honest, let's be real. To be honest, with the day of age of AI and everything like that, there really isn't any excuse. You could scan this 300-page document, put it into AI, ChatGPT, say, read it, let me know, make it summarize, whatever. There really is no excuse for you guys not to understand and read these items. There's all types of tools to help you read through all of that, if reading through all of that is worrisome to you. You guys have to understand that individuals who run these HOAs are regular people, right? And a lot of times, unfortunately, individuals who run these HOAs have power trips. They believe they can make your life a living hell, which they can.
We're coming to get our check.
I like to describe it as if Paul Bart, the mall cop, if he actually became a cop, and had the power, this is what HOAs are. Just not friendly.
Sir. Thank you.
Sir. Please don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, okay?
And I know some people are gonna say in the back, in the comic section, Orlando, I love my HOA, we're family.
Come on, man!
I tell the whole board, come on over, we barbecue, we have a few drinks, they love me. Yes, the dreaded loyalty to a HOA. It's like having loyalty to a cobra. You open up the bin and you're just like, He loves me. I've been raising this cobra, this snake, this poisonous snake since it's been a baby. No way it's gonna bite me. No way. It knows me. It knows me. I even gave it a name. One day, unbeknownst to you, the cobra, the snake bites you, and you just can't understand why. That's an HOA.
I hate HOAs. I'm so pissed off. I'm an owner in a condo, and the board decided to increase our fees by 55% for the year. And so, no notice. It's just here it is, and you also owe us more money because of last month.
Short and sweet.
You've been bamboozled.
So what do we learn from this video, guys? Don't trust snakes. Look, it is what it is. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of people who get hurt by the HOAs. There are going to be a lot of people who sell their properties because of HOAs and these special assessments and insurance going up and property taxes going up. Yes, your state and all these other places, they keep telling you guys that they're going to tamper down the insurance. They're going to tamper down the taxes. But have they? How long have you been waiting for that? Because it's not going to happen. And a lot of times, I get it. You hope for the best, but a lot of you guys are still showing loyalty to individuals that have never helped you. They never have ever helped you. And then when you ask for their help, you're surprised that they don't give it. But send me the date of when your HOA has helped you. Just be honest. When is the last time that they've helped you? Never. My point is that unfortunately, there's going to be there's just tons and tons. If you guys go to Zillow, you go to Redfin, wherever you go to look at real estate or houses, if you look at the condo, if you look at the condo inventory, it's a tsunami. If you want a condo in Texas, go for it. There's tons of them available. You want a condo in California? We got the pick of the litter here. New York? We got you. Florida. Oh man, 2 for 1. That's where it's going. And unfortunately, it's gonna get worse before it gets better, guys. Hopefully you got value out of this content, guys. If you want more detailed content like this, please check out the Patreon, guys. Trust me, you will love it. But we always know you won't get all of your information from this one video. You need to watch this video right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get you to your first rental property. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.